my subscribers, my Patreon members, and members of the community who make promises they don't keep, which is why I actually used a pair of rubber beach balls as an icon for the logos for this video, or the snapshot for this video, because I am receiving from most of the people, and I'm not talking about my average subscribers, I'm talking about many of the people who promise to become members of my Patreon community or assist us in one way or another. What they have actually given me is balls. So we're going back in time. I'm not going to go over the names of the people who have not helped the account, but I'm going to go over the costs of the actual costs, physical costs to run a YouTube channel. Good morning, Samuel. I'm going to go over the actual costs, what it costs to run a YouTube channel, load videos, and equipment costs for only the last 12 months. And you would be surprised that the number, when you include my time at a minimum of $20 an hour, because who works for less than $20 an hour? When you consider my time, Daisy and I have well over $14,000 in time, equipment costs, electric costs, cards, external drives. This year I needed a new GoPro camcorder. Several dozen hours. I'm already into that for 20 hours. I didn't even include that in the $14,000 price I came up with, or the $14,000 total I came up with. So it's averaging, it's costing about $15,000 in the last 12 months in time and actual expenses. Now, granted, most of that is my time, but I provide you for that time. I provide you with several thousand hours of entertainment each year. Whereas if you were a member of Comcast or any of the Netflix or something like that, you give them $30 a month. To become a member of my Patreon account, it starts as low as $3. So you smoke as many cigarettes while you're watching my videos, more than $3 worth of cigarettes. You drink more alcohol while you're watching my videos than it costs than $3 an hour. You think nothing at all of dropping $5 on a bar for one beer, like a Heineken beer, and giving the woman behind the bar, whether she's pretty or ugly or fat or white or black or brown, because she's a woman, you give her $1.50 tip for a lousy beer, and then you come to my channel. And what do they give you? They smile at you. They're never going to give you their number. They're not putting out for you. They're not giving you anything other than blah, blah, blah in a bar talk. That's what they're giving you. I actually give you and provide you with a service, and you're not willing to pay for the service. So not only do these balls represent what most people that have made promises to give or help or assist with Patreon, and I'm going to go, that's what I'm going to give you back is balls. If you're not a member, you're not a long-term subscriber where I know your name off the top of my head, I'm just going to gloss over your comments, because even that costs me money at the end of the month, because I spend 20 or 25 hours a month just reading comments and deleting the bullshit. So now it's going to go by the numbers now. I made a list, which took an hour and a half to create the list and make it where it's a viable, accurate list in costs for equipment this year and costs for equipment that I need and actual costs in time. And then we're going to go over some of the people like Samuel, who donates his time to be a moderator and does a good job of it as that. We're going to go over those costs for those people. They are also donating their time to you. And I would like to help Samuel out with something for Christmas. So these, and also, well, where's Bosco's a new moderator, but he doesn't damn good job. And Jack Thompson, he's been a member of my Patreon account for a very long time, and he has been a long-term subscriber. Him and I have had many conversations. So people like that, I enjoy the back and forth banter or conversation we have. But the other people who do the blah, they come to my channel, they ask me a question like, where should I live? What do you mean, where should you live? What kind of stupid shit is that? If you want me to give you an accurate answer, you become a member of my Patreon account. I call you up. I talk to you for 1 or 2 hours if necessary. I do research for you, find you a place to live that's comfortable for the lifestyle you want to live and can afford. But if you just want to come here and spout, just blow off questions or spout pieces of information, that's fine. That's fine. But just expect from this day forward, I'm just going to gloss over the comments, not only on my live streams, because I only have time to do the live streams because of my injury. But if you want, and then you want to know how my injury is doing. Each day I get 1 or 2 people asking me, how's my injury to my foot doing? Well, if you were a member of Patreon, every few weeks I post a video to show you the injury and how it's working out. But I can't do that anymore. As much as I would like to, I can't and I won't. I refuse to. So I'm going to go over the costs of an actual Patreon account. Now, I'm going to put the balls down, which is basically what most people give me, balls, and what I have, balls, to cover the topic at hand. And I don't care even just one small amount if you don't like it. See, that's the difference between me. I don't know of another YouTuber or blogger that says to their subscribers, take a fucking walk. I don't know anybody else that says it like that. But I'm telling you, if you're not part of the solution, then you're part of the problem. Don't take it personal, but I don't want to spend 1 hour a month with some stranger on YouTube answering some question that I've answered 1,000 times before. Nothing personal, but you don't give me an hour of your life. You blob down. Like I had a guy the other day, where should I live? What? And then I don't answer his question. And then about 2 days later, he goes, I asked you a question. I asked you where I should live if I moved to the Philippines and you didn't answer me. Well, who the fuck is this guy to make demands on my time? He's nobody. I just told you how that happens. You want answers, direct answers, responsible answers, accurate answers. To cost, you want me to help you find a place in the Philippines, which I can do, especially in my area. But I can tell you anywhere in the Philippines what's available. You want those things, you become a member of my Patreon account in good standing, which means after 30 days, if I see that the first pledge is consistent to the second month, then you get unlimited phone call time if you live in America. And if you don't do it, it's no problem. But I have incurred costs of $15,000 for the last year in time and expenses. And I'm going to go over those costs right now. Okay, so I'm not going to read the comments because there's nothing in the comments that, except for Samuel, where he said, thank you for the compliment I get. I didn't give him a compliment. He actually does it. He performs a function. He should be compensated for that. So let's go over the incurred costs and my piss poor attitude about the whole thing. And it's not really a piss poor attitude, because who goes to work and works an extra 100 hours sometimes in 1 month for their boss and doesn't want to be compensated? So we'll go over the title. What is Patreon? Is it safe? Now, I couldn't articulate what I meant. I meant, is it safe to use a credit card for Patreon? The answer to that question is yes. I've had, in the last 12 months, because the first 3 months I had no members. So since January, I had I have 21 active members in my Patreon account right now. There were 7 that stopped their pledge. I don't know why. They didn't say, Michael, I'm going to stop my pledge, and it's none of my business. But is it safe to use a credit card? So I'm going to tell you that 28 people have been a member of my Patreon account in the last 12 months, and no one has had an inconsistent charge on their credit card. It's a little bit difficult for people to believe that, but Patreon is an HTTP safe, secured site where your credit card and information is not given to me. They don't give me the credit card information, and it's held in a secure server. So the answer is it safe? Yes, it is. How does it help creators? How does it help creators? It allows creators to post videos that are otherwise not allowed on YouTube or Google for whatever reason. In my case, I like to discuss what Mr. Obama has done for America. And sometimes when I think that Mr. Obama has been a bad person, sometimes I do things to Mr. Obama that are not allowed to be shown on YouTube or Google. So those videos where I do special things to Mr. Obama and also Mr. Trump, where I do special things to these people, unheard of and bizarre type things and statements, I can't put those on YouTube. So it helps creators allow us to be creative in a negative or positive fashion. Now, if you had videos of your children or your family that you don't want publicized on YouTube, you can be selective. And if your family members are a member of Patreon, you can show them the videos that you wish to only allow them to see. But it's a tier of a group. So they let's say, if your family members like your videos and they want to see videos of their home movies and things like that, well, they'd have to be like a $20 or a $10 tier member, and then you could show them. But it allows you to be discreet in what you publish, but still give it to the people that are interested in what you publish. And here's how it works in my newest members. So I just explained to you how it works. And now I'm going to go over a list of about there's probably 30 items and costs. First of all, number one, it's 100% safe. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to give you my Patreon account where you can go and review something that's on there. If you want to look around, I think you could look around at the titles of the videos, but you can't see the videos themselves. So Patreon's 100% safe. Secondly, it is 100%. Some people ask, is it legal to have a Patreon account in the Philippines? Well, the answer is it's kind of bipolar. It's legal to do it the way I do it, which is to post videos about American, well, let's put it like this. Videos that I have from a previous time of my life on YouTube that are no longer allowed on YouTube. Well, that's the people who are donating or pledging to my Patreon account have the ability to see my Mr. Obama videos and my politically incorrect videos. So in that sense, Patreon, because they're paying for a service I provide for entertainment that can't be gotten on the internet. However, you are not allowed to make a Patreon account to collect monies for charity organizations or birthday parties for the local people. You're not allowed to do that. Now, there's a fellow named Bill whose channel is named Lanhawk, Lanha, Lanhawk. Let's see, Lanhawk. Bill's channel. I like Bill too. Lanhawk, Bill. H-A-C-K. I guess it's H-A-C-K. Lanhawk. Hold on. Let me go take a look at this. Lanhawk, Bill. So the reason he just put a video up, what is allowed and what isn't allowed for working online. And it's an interesting video. Thanks for posting that, Bill. I did watch it. And Bill quotes, he shows you the document from immigration and the requirements or the necessary background you have to do though. So you can do certain things online, but you can't do other things. You are not allowed to um, to ask for monies for parties or local charities. Don't do it. You can get in trouble for it. So now let's go to the reasons that most creators are incorporating Patreon into their Google YouTube genre. Okay? Originally on YouTube, I made $3,850 a month on average in the year 2011. Now my average income on Patreon has been reduced to on YouTube and Google. So it was $3,885, and now, and that was with 1,500 subscribers and maybe 500 videos. So 1,500 subscribers, 500 videos. I made $3,850. Now I have exactly 12 times the subscribers and 5 times the videos. And my average for the last 2 months is $86 a month earnings on YouTube. Those are real numbers. Could I show you the chart to prove it? Yes, I could. Will I? No, I will not. If you are a member of my Patreon and request that, I will send you the video of that chart to your personal email address. But you're not a member of my Patreon account, so you don't get private information and updates like that. So let's go over the incurred costs for this year, the last 12 months. And these are pretty easy to get your head around. $500 for a new GoPro camera, and that includes the time to order it and communicate with the company and send the old camera back and get the new camera and go to the store. $500 for a new GoPro. $24 for the card for the GoPro itself. I'm going to go in dollars because that's what I'm going to do with it. $24 for one extra battery and a charger. Although 2 batteries come with it, one of the batteries I bought with the charger didn't work, or it worked for a few weeks and then it broke. So $24 for one extra battery. The original battery still works. $26 per month for the internet, or $300 a year. $300 a year for the internet. Okay, now we're going to go on. I'm going to go on and continue. $400. Let me go back up to that page and put down $300 because I had that by the month and I didn't have it as a total. Okay, so we're going to go page it down. $400 for a new computer screen. Did I need a super large computer screen? The answer is yes. I have a 32-inch computer screen, high quality, $400, because my what's the name of that computer? But the original Dell computer screen took a crap. So I could have bought a computer screen for $80 that's this big, but I can't see the letters. So I want to see detail and what I need to do in detail. So I needed to spend $400 for a computer screen. $8 to remove the keyboard from my laptop. It took exactly 2 minutes. That one hurt. $120 and 6 hours travel time to get the keyboard removed. All they did was unplug it and put a piece of tape over it, but it was still 6 hours to go back and forth to the city. And I didn't know how to do it, and I didn't have a computer to look up how to do it. $140 for each new drive, my backup drives. I buy about one a year. Okay? $300 for a tablet that has broken 2 times and is now currently in the repair shop for the 3rd time. And I'm not happy about that. And the video that I did make for that, for the 2nd time, I can't even post it on YouTube. It's so disgusting what I said to these people, to their face, in their office, to their manager, and to their staff. I would get in trouble to post the video I made for my Samsung tablet the 2nd time it went back to the shop. And these disgusting bastards that call themselves technicians screwed it up worse than it came out of the shop the 1st time. And each time you have to go home. Well, when I picked it up the first time, it was the close of the day and the technician had gone. So I had no choice but to take it home and check it out. And when I took it home and checked it out, I realized it was still not working. Samsung service department in the BQ Mall in Bohol sucks. There's no other way to put it, but that's what it cost me. $120 in travel time to bring it there and get it home to find out it didn't work. Then we have $600 spent on a new laptop, but that money was spent. Actually, it was $800. It was 39,000 pesos. That's what it was, not 29,000. It was $800 I spent on a new laptop. Another store that absolutely sucks is on the first floor of the BQ Mall. They sell Asus laptops. They sell Dell laptops. They sell several laptops. It's the only internet store on the first floor of the BQ Mall. It is a total fucking sham. Okay? I went there. I researched. I looked online. I picked out a computer that might be the equivalent of my Asus 535E. X53E is an Echo. I picked out a laptop that would because this on my laptop the screen does not work. It's got a white spot, blew up the screen. The keyboard doesn't work, and there are 3 USB ports. One doesn't work at all. One only works with the mouse, and one works to get my hub with my system. But if that one breaks, they want 75 American dollars to replace one USB port in Bohol, which would be worth it, except there's no guarantees they won't do any damage to my computer. They'll replace the USB port, and I said, well, if there's any damage to the computer from soldering or anything like that, no, sir, we're not responsible. So I didn't let them do the work. So what I did, here's what I did. I went out and spent $800 on a new laptop, 39,000 pesos. It was the name will come to me. So I buy the laptop. I go there and review laptops for about 10 days on and off, walking all around the city. I find one place, Daisy. She's not here. Close the window. Okay. I find one, forgot the name of it, that looks like it'll be the same power or more with more RAM. And I go to the city at 10 o'clock. The place in the BQ Mall on the first floor, the computer place, it sucks. Their technicians suck. The girls at the counter are fucking straight up and down liars. The manager is a straight up and down fucking liar. Everything in the shop, everything they propose or promise to do is a fucking lie. And then when nothing works or they did nothing that they promised, they refuse to give you back your money. They lied about when the computer was made. They lied about whether the computer I bought was new. So this is what I have to go through as a YouTube creator. So I go into that piece of shit store on the first floor of the BQ Mall, and I pick out the computer I want. It's 39,000 pesos cash because they don't take credit cards. I could have used my bank card, but they will not take a United States credit card. So I said to them, all right, you have to bring your old computer in because they're going to transfer your information. Now, the guy had worked on my computer once before and didn't do any damage to it and did do a small repair. I had a small virus in there that I couldn't get rid of with virus protection online, and he did a virus protection that he uses, a tool. He called it a tool. So he did that, but that's just one insignificant thing that they did. And then this guy was the biggest fucking liar of them all, telling me he was going to set my new computer up by taking out my Dragon Naturally Speaking word program that has 2 years of stored information. It learned how I speak. So no matter what word I put into Dragon, it understands my voice. But it takes about a year to train your Dragon if you use it a few times a week. Well, if you do one thing wrong, you lose the saved information and you have to reinstall Dragon. If you don't have the disk, it takes 36 hours to download Dragon from Dragon Naturally Speak into your computer. So I told them you have to transfer the information from my Dragon with the voice recognition program and the words that are the understanding the computer had. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That was all fucking gone. Okay, so 2 years of training the Dragon disappeared. But more importantly, when I got to the store at 10 o'clock, they knew I was coming in. These people, these scamming bastards in the Philippines, this is what this piece of shit did. I told her, this is the one I want. This is the model that I want, because they had one on display. And and they said, yes, sir, we have a new, I'm thinking it's a new model, right? It's on display. It's got to be a new model. No, it's not. So they take it out of the box and they show it to me in the black cellophane. And they said, this is a brand new model, sir. Okay, so I say, okay, I'll take it. But I want you to transfer the Dragon, which the guy knew about the files and that you could lose the files. Just didn't give a shit. Okay, so I want you to transfer the Dragon. I want you to transfer my pictures. I want everything in my Asus laptop copied and pasted into my new laptop in working order. Yes, sir. Come back at 4:30. So I said, you can do that all today. And plus he had to load Microsoft Word, that kind of stuff. It comes with the computer, Microsoft Word. And he's going to load all that stuff into the thing, into the new computer. But he didn't do that. This is what I got to go through as a creator. People are coming in. I'm not bitching about the internet store on the first floor of the BQ Mall because they suck. Straight up and down, they suck. Don't ever go there. Go anywhere else, because after you're done listening to me talk about them, you'd never go there. Anybody with a half a brain wouldn't go back. So I give them 39,000 pesos, or $780. And at 10 a.m. in the morning, they hand me a receipt, and the guy tells me to come back at 4:30. So I get back around 3:30, and he's doing something with the computer. And I got to go. I got things to do at 6 o'clock. So I said to him, did you take care of everything I told you to take care of? Yes, sir. So I take the computer, and he shows me Microsoft Word, and he showed me how to turn it on, and he set the password for the password I left him, and he shows me a couple of things. I said, look, I'll go home and figure this out. I know how to work the computer a little bit. I get the computer home, and I try to pull. Okay, so I get the computer home. There was 500 gigs of videos on my computer, my Asus computer, that I wanted transferred over to the new computer. Now, he was supposed to bring those 500 gigs over to the other computer. That's why I was surprised he said he could do it. It takes a long time to transfer 500 gigs. He said he had a workaround program that would move them. So I said, okay. So I go open up my computer. There's no videos on my new computer. So I hooked up a bunch of wires through the hub, and I got the two computers talking to each other, and I grabbed about, well, I guess I grabbed 50 gigs. I tried it with 50 gigs. Asus, what's the name? What's hard for me? The name of the other computer was, I forget the name of the computer. So I grabbed 50 gigs and I try to move it. And what happens? The computer freezes up, frozen solid. Can't do a control alternate delete, can't do next page, can't go backwards, can't do anything. Got to shut the computer off. You got to cold shut it down by the switch. So I said, maybe there's a glitch. So I open it up and I grab 40 gigs of information, 40 gigs of videos, freezes up. I go through the process again. I said, by this time, I'm bringing the computer back. My Dragon was not in the new computer at all. It wasn't there. And the Dragon word files from my voice recognition from the old computer, they were gone also. So I had to retrain Dragon, which takes about an hour and a half just to get it to talk to you a little bit, just a little bit. It understands a few words, but it takes a year for it to understand your full voice. This is what I have to go through as a creator to bring videos to you people. I think I somehow owe you the time and effort it takes to answer your ridiculously stupid questions for the most part. So now I bring the computer back to the piece of shit computer store on the first floor of the BQ Mall in Bahal. I bring it back to them the next day. It won't work. I tell the guy what happened to my Dragon program. He goes, we had a problem. Everything in the Philippines is after the fact. We charged you for the work, but we had a problem. We didn't do the work. Fuck you. You gave us our money already. You gave us our money. No refund, sir. So I said, this computer is not strong enough to take 50 gigs of information. And he goes, oh, one more thing before I bring it back. That same day, I look at the serial number on the computer and I look up on the internet when the computer was made. So this happened in, I don't know, April or May of this year. This year, 2018. I look at the serial number. It's April or May of 2018. I buy the computer. The computer was built in 2015, according to the serial number. It was the highest quality computer in 2015, but now it's just a regular, everyday, average run-of-the-mill computer. So they told me it was brand new. It was brand new in the bag, but it was already 3+ years old. So that's what you get from that piece of shit computer store on the first floor of the BQ Mall. When you walk in, it's up one little flight of stairs, like a short flight of stairs, 6 or 7 steps, and then on the right-hand side, if you go there, bend over, grease it up real good because they're getting ready to slide it in when you walk through the door. So I tell the woman it doesn't work. And she goes, well, you might have to upgrade. I said, well, the next upgrade that you have from $780 is close to $1,000. That gives you the RAM. Then he goes, well, you know what? You should have. Oh, another thing. I asked him if I could add more RAM to it. He goes, maybe you'll have to. I says, can you do that? He goes, of course we can do that. So when I bring it back, the first thing I say, I think it needs more RAM. He goes, probably. I said, well, do that. He goes, well, if I do that, it voids out the warranty. I said, did you tell me that before I bought the computer? No, sir. You're supposed to know things like that. So the store on the first floor of the BQ Mall in Bahal, the computer store, when you walk in the main entrance up and to the right, that store sucks. Okay, so now they won't add new RAM without voiding out the warranty. So just give me back my money. So the lady says, we'll upgrade the computer for you. We will upgrade the computer for you, sir. Get ready when they say sir, because there you go. Bend over when they start saying sir. So I look at the computers, and there's one for about $950 that has the RAM that they guarantee will work and guarantee move 100 gigs of files over at one time and everything. So I said, well, are you going to upgrade me a computer because of the trouble I went through? And I'm going to make a video about your fucking store if you don't. She goes, no, sir, you'll have to pay the difference. So I said, you know what? I said to you yesterday morning, 30 hours ago, if it doesn't work, I can get my money back. And you said, yes, sir. So I want my money back. She tells me, no, sir. Cannot do that. I made a mistake. We can't give you back your money, but you can upgrade, or you can hold off on buying a computer till you have the extra money to go to a bigger computer. So basically, she said, fuck you. And here I am back here telling her, fuck her and the fucking computer store on the first floor of the BQ Mall. When you walk in the front entrance and you walk in and you go up a little bit and to the right, fuck you, fuck your store. So now I'm just getting around to talking about this. Because the video I made in the store, I asked for the police to come to the store so I could get my money back. That's what it took for them to give me a refund. So that she gives me a piece of paper. She goes, 3 hours I'm in the store fighting with her. standing in front of the store for an hour telling people don't buy shit in there because there's no refunds and they don't guarantee their work. Finally I said, well, I want to get the police there. So I start walking outside, and their security guard comes and grabs me and says, sir, the manager would like to speak with you. That's what it took. I was going to walk to the local police station, not far away, get the police officer in charge of fraud, and bring them back to the store and make a video in front of their store. I promised them that. This is what YouTube creators might have to do in the Philippines, so you can watch videos for free. Not anymore. And then you get your questions answered for free. Not anymore. You can watch the videos and you can ask questions. Don't expect me to answer them. Those days are over. So I get a piece of paper saying that my money will be available in 24 hours. So it's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I got there at 10. It's 2 o'clock then. For that, I had to get permission. She had to get permission from the owner of the store. The freaking owner of the store owns dozen stores, has to get involved with a lousy fucking $600, $800 purchase. So I get the paper. I go, where do I cash this in? She goes, you can't cash it here. You got to cash it at the counter over there. So she points to a counter that I can see from the store. And she goes, it's in that door and straight ahead. You'll see customer service. So I take the paper and I bring it over to customer service, and I say, I want to cash this in for 39,000 pesos. She goes, sir, you have to come back tomorrow. This is a 24-hour wait on your refund. So meanwhile, I waited online for that. Then I have to talk to the people. Why couldn't the bitch in the computer store at the BQ Mall who gave me the receipt tell me I have to wait 24 hours? She knows, and I'll tell you how she knows. So I didn't get upset with that lady. I go back to the store and I said, what's wrong with you fucking people? Oh, that's right, sir. You have to wait 24 hours. Now, as if she didn't know. So I come back the next day at 2:30 in the afternoon. I go to the store, and the lady in the customer service says, hold on, sir. And she brings the fucking manager from that piece of shit computer store on the first floor of the BQ Mall. When you walk through the front door, up a few steps, up a little ramp, and to the right, that first computer store that sucks in the BQ Mall on the first floor. She brings back the manager who wrote the paper out, and the manager signs it again in front of her. So the manager knew that I had to wait 24 hours, but this is what you get when you live in the Philippines. This is what I do so that you people can get video. So I get my money back and I don't buy another computer. So I bring my Asus to another place that gets it working enough to where it is today. So what I'm telling you is I need a new computer, and you people are not kicking into the kitty. So from now on, anybody that's not a solid member of my Patreon account, somebody I know for a very long time, or who doesn't ask a spectacular question, I'm going to gloss over your comments. And now I'm going to go on to other incurred costs to making blogs. And I'm going to include my time at $20 an hour, so we're up to the time section. Most live streams require several hours of reading to familiarize myself with the topic, typically 2 to 3 hours. That's $60 in time costs. So at this point, I'm going to tell you what I have. That number should be 14,000. 14,500. I have $14,500 only in incurred time and costs of materials for this year to make videos for you people that don't want to do anything for me or other creators. And that's okay. If you can't afford it, that's okay. If you just want to watch, that's okay. But from now on, there's not going to be any audience participation. If you don't like it, you go to the channel, the buttons, like button, dislike button, subscribe, unsubscribe, click the bell, unclick the bell, do whatever you want. I don't give a shit what you want. If you're not helping me, I'm not doing anything for you. It's just that simple. Some people can't afford it. So if you can't afford to help myself or other YouTube creators out, then that means when you ask me where do I move in the Philippines, it means you can't afford to move to the Philippines. What are you asking stupid questions for? Just so that I can spend 20 minutes typing out a response for something that you're never going to do? Live your fantasies on somebody else's channel. So now, it's $200 a month for 10 hours just to read the comments. I have 5,000 comments in the last 30 days. A lot of them are on my live streams, but in reality, my videos on YouTube generate 2,500 to 3,700 comments from my pre-existing videos on YouTube. That takes 10 hours a month to read the comments to make sure they're not calling Daisy some stupid name, or me a pedophile, or an alcoholic, or a meth freak. It takes 10 hours a month. I should be compensated for that. Otherwise, I could just delete the comments altogether. 3 hours of time for even a quick 12-minute video to shoot the video, plug in the cables to the camera, download the video to the computer, title the video, review the video, make a description for the video, and then load it to YouTube. When the video is loaded, transfer the description, create a set of tags for each video, and then that takes 3 hours to upload a 10-minute video. What, my time for those 3 hours is not worth anything to you? And on the average video now, average video generates less than $2, and then the generation of money disappears after that. Okay. Now, if I do an editing process where I put 2 or 3 short videos together, or Daisy does that typically, that's 5 hours. That's 5 hours of time to generate a 10 or 15 or 20-minute video. 5 hours of time. You need to hold on. I need to close the window. It's way too hot in here. So I'll be there in less than 30 seconds. I'll have the window closed. The air conditioner is on. And I'm coming back already. I'm already coming back. I got it, honey. Thanks. Okay. So thank you, Daisy. All right. So typically Daisy does that, but she was outside working on something. I don't know what. She's always keeps herself busy. So now, a good editing program that I could use for my computer, but I can't get a good editing program because a decent editing program is about $200. I didn't buy one. I don't have one, but I did install 2 or 3 free trial ever programs. As soon as I put the editing program in this computer, it doesn't have enough RAM to operate Dragon and whatever other programs I have. It freezes the computer, stone cold solid. The only way to get the computer to work again is to shut the computer off by unplugging it or pushing the power button off. So if I do an editing program and put 2 or 3 10-minute videos together, that's 5 hours. Or it costs me $100 to put a video on YouTube in time. And plus, don't forget now, I traveled someplace to make the video. Okay. And now if I want to buy an editing program, I can't put it in his computer. So I really do need a new computer. Now, Daisy and I spend 20 plus hours a week, and most times more, at $400 in time alone for my time to make uploads in general. By the time we make 2 or 3 takes of any video, review them. Because if I make a 10-minute video and I plug in the computer, I bring the camera home, I charge it up to maximum, I open up the camera, I make it talk to the computer, I bring the 3 videos over because I make 3 takes for each video. Then I have to review all 3 takes to make sure which one is the best. Because a lot of times I don't just throw the one that's perfect. There is no such thing as a perfect video. So now I have at least 3 hours to get one 10-minute video loaded. Now, I'm going to go to the people who were my Patreon members and canceled their subscriptions. It shows 31 people signed up for my Patreon account, but some of them just put their name in, and then when they saw that it was going to actually cost them money, they deleted their name. So that happened in 5 cases. Then there were 7 people who were members of my Patreon community that I see. It doesn't say when they quit the Patreon community, but it does tell you how much their total donations were and that it was paid. So for you people that at least tried to help us out, we thank you for your time and for the monies that you pledged to the Patreon account for the period of time that you were members of our Patreon account. And then there are 21 Patreon members currently. Nowhere will you ever see how much money I make on Patreon. But let me just tell you that my estimated time and costs for the things I spoke about prior to this moment right now are $15,000 a year for $20 an hour for my time. If you think my time isn't worth anything, then take a fucking walk. Long walk off a short pier. I don't give a fuck what you think. My time has a value to it. So just so that we could be clear, I mean that, by the way. Now, physically incurred costs this year with no new laptop is, by the numbers, I broke it down. It's going to be in the description box. Everything I just read to you, except where I ad-lib, everything is going to be in the description box. The hours, the costs of the parts, the cost of the cam. There are additional wires. There are time, the expenses incurred for travel expenses, which I didn't even put in here. I just put down, it takes 6 hours to go to the city. You got to get up and take a shower. You got to get on a jeepney. It's an hour away. Takes you an hour to get ready, have breakfast, and go get a jeepney. An hour away, an hour in the store. That's 3 hours. An hour back on the jeepney. That's 4 hours. Plus, you're going to spend time doing something else, talking to the guy at the store for whatever reason. So I just figured on average 3 hours, minimum 6 hours maximum to do any single thing in the city. So if you don't think that's worth any money, take a long fucking walk off a short fucking pier. There you go. If you don't think that's worth any money, don't become a member of my Patreon account. Now, to the lurkers out there, typically I'll get 38, 21, 25. One day, I think it surpassed 40 lurkers. There are 40 people in the comment section. Thank you very much. But you don't contribute. Now, here's what I do see. But I'm sure there are lurkers are out there. People go, send me a comment. I don't want to say Los Lobos this morning sent me a comment 9 months ago. And then 7 months ago, he didn't forget he's going to sign up for my Patreon account, but he never did. Okay? Okay, so he has financial problems, or he's just a bullshit artist. Take your pick. But he said on 2 occasions, without being asked, he's going to sign up for my Patreon account. Because he loves my videos, he's going to help us out on Patreon. And then the motherfucker has disappeared for the last 9 months. So if you're lurking in the shadows, I hope you enjoy the videos, but you didn't keep your fucking word. For you, take a long fucking walk off a short fucking pier. Adios, Los Lobos. 5 years I answered that motherfucker's comments, and for 5 years he tells me he pushes the thumbs up button, and you go to his channel, he has no videos. He doesn't have any like videos. He doesn't have any videos in the playlist. Total bullshit artist. Now, people are constantly trying to assist me, but then disappear from the comment section. That's the Los Lobos, and that's not his real name, so it doesn't really matter. It's something like that, but I wouldn't say his real name. But even if it's close to it and he hears me, go fuck yourself. You didn't keep your promise. So, understandable if they don't sign up, but don't promise that you're going to do something. So if you think my time is worth nothing for the entertainment that Daisy and I bring you and give to the world, and if you think that's not worth anything, that's your opinion. And opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one, and they all stink. And now I'm going to go to the comments and read the comments. and see what people have to say, because your opinion is important to me. That's right. So your opinion counts. It just doesn't count for much. And now I have to go. Now let me save this file because I made some changes to this file, and then we're going to go back to the comment section. And if I gloss over your name, your comment, feel free to communicate with anybody else in the comment section. But no longer am I answering comments from people that have not assisted me in one way or another. I go to somebody's page, they have no videos, no like videos, no playlists. And if they have like videos, these selfish motherfuckers only like their own videos. Unlike myself, who has close to 6,000 like videos on my page. If I like a video, I like the video. It shows up in my like video section. But you go to somebody like, don't make any mistake about this. I'm okay with Chris Wren doing what he does, but he has several thousand videos on his channel, and only his videos are liked. Okay, and that's the same with almost every other creator. They only like their own videos. You selfish motherfuckers. Now, like I said, no personal offense to Chris Wren, but you don't like other people's videos, so why are you friends with somebody? If I like a video, I just like a video. I press the like button. But the selfish motherfuckers here on YouTube, I'm going to be a little selfish myself and tell you, if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem, and go fuck yourself. Take a long walk off a short pier. How do you like me now, motherfucker? And now I got to go finish up the comments. And let's see who's here. How many of my friends? Okay, I see a lot of stuff going on here. I gotta tell you. Okay, so I'm gonna go to my. Hold on, just a moment. What I do is Oh, don't. Did I tell you, people? Have a nice day. I didn't forget that. I like to incorporate that into all my dissertations because it's important for me to understand, or at least try to help you have a nice day. I'm a very, I don't know, amenable. Now that's a bad word for me. That's not a good word. Congenial. I'm a very congenial host, as you can see. And if you think I'm kidding about unsubscribing or that I'm somehow not going to answer your question, I'm not kidding you. I'm telling you the truth. I'm absolutely 100% sure I'm not going to answer your questions or assist you in places to live. Now, if you were a member of my Patreon account, and let's say you said you were going to Cebu, I could give you the name of 4 or 5 places in several different areas of where you would go, where you should go, where you can go, and where you don't want to go. So if I save you by telling you don't go to a specific hotel on the island of Bohol because they suck, and I'll tell you that on the phone if you're a member of my Patreon community. Or if you're coming to Bohol, I'll find the best rate for you in a local place, unless you want an apartment. And then there are always apartments available. Now you have to be a member of my Patreon community in good standing for me to do that. And I'll do that for you. But don't expect it for free, and don't expect it in the comment section, and don't expect me to even just to give the thumbs up or like or the little love button, which I really, you people get off on the little love button. I make intelligent comments to people like Village People Philippines, and sometimes she gives me a little love on the button, and sometimes she doesn't. She makes that decision. I give everybody the love button. You're all equal opportunity usurpers in my mind. So now I have to go back up to the comment section, because far be it from me. If I offended you in any way, go fuck yourself. You offended yourself by insulting me. Samuel, there's nothing, I don't know what you're apologizing for, and I don't care. There is nothing that you have ever done that you have to apologize for. Nothing. Nothing. Whatever it is, I'm okay. There's nothing that you have to apologize. If you make a decision as a moderator and you decide to follow through with your decision or not follow through with your decision or take time to think about your decision, or that's your prerogative as a moderator. That's the latitude. You deserve a certain amount of respect for your help here. And if you're saying that you're sorry about yesterday, I think you had to leave early, there's nothing to be sorry about. You have a life. You want to go to sleep. You have something else you want to do. Thank you for being such a nice man and helping. I thank you. I even tried to call you this morning. I was just running out of time. I called the wrong number. I'm going, what the fuck? I went fucking, I had like 28 minutes to make the video, to finish my description, finish my tags. Okay, now, poor people in the province, food and shelter. I'm going to skip through this. Samuel's about to punish you, Otto Rodriguez. Otto Rodriguez, I'm going to just tell you to go fuck yourself right now. Okay, I've done more for the people in the Philippines than you, I am sure of. I've spent more money in the Philippines than 90% of the other bloggers, if not more. Okay, I spent more money in the Philippines than 90. So is that not helping the people of the Philippines? Because of me, roads and bridges and infrastructure and buildings get built. So go fuck yourself, Otto Rodriguez. Just plain and simple, go fuck yourself. That I'm for calling me selfish or Samuel self. Go fuck yourself. Go find one of your other pussy channels to fucking run your shit on. John Parrish, you're here. Hello, John. Watch this. Otto, go fuck yourself and watch what I do. Watch what happens. Otto Rodriguez says, anyone who feeds this Yahoo is a complete idiot. So how much time did you spend here? And all for naught. I'll go through the comments and I'll go through the comments now. John Parrish, LOL. Otto is the name of reminds me of a woodchuck. That's the name. Leave him go, Samuel. Leave Otto go. Let him have his field day. Just to show you what a true fucking asshole troll looks like on YouTube. Let Otto make all the comments that he wants. Just to show you what a fucking troll is. Otto is some fucking worthless piece of fucking human fecal tissue with arms and legs in his mother's basement, no doubt, that came here and is going to spend an hour today making negative comments on my live stream. Let him go. Leave him on there because Otto doesn't have a life. And when Otto looks out his window, like I'm looking out my window, he doesn't see a white sand beach and an ocean. And when I'm walking on the beach at night or when I open up the windows and I want to listen to the waves crash against the shore, Otto can't do that, but I can. Because Otto is some chump-ass piece of walking, talking fecal tissue in his mother's basement troll that's coming to my channel. Now, he's trying to trigger me, but if you notice, I don't get triggered so easy. I just speak the truth. That's okay, Joe Blow. Okay, so I'm going to page down. Rudy Gallus has a good comment. Now, Rudy Gallus is a new member of my Patreon account, and we thank you for that, as is, well, his name, he goes by the name Richard Einstein on YouTube, so I'll just say that name. I won't give his last name because it's an accurate last name. You could probably, if I gave his last name with his middle initial, I wouldn't be doing anybody any justice. But Rudy Gallus, Richard Einstein on YouTube, and of course Carl. They're the newest members of my Patreon account, and we thank all of them equally. Okay. Joe Blow wants to remove Otto. Let him have his fun. Okay, now Donnie Porter. Mr. Fazio, thank you for doing this video. Not feeling good, but we'll watch it soon. Thank you. Now, Donnie Porter's a member of not my video, but he's been a member of my channel, I guess, a year. He's been going through my 2,500 videos and giving them a thumbs up and leaving a nice comment on every one of them. And Donnie, in order for Donnie to become a Patreon member, he said he had to get a prepaid credit card. Actually, he sounds like that he is interested in doing, but it's financially not feasible for him. But at least he's always nice and leaves a nice comment and a thumbs up. He can't ask for much more than that. I don't ask for much more than that. But he doesn't ask me long-winded questions where it takes me 10 minutes to answer. He did ask me an interesting question, what I missed of the stuff I sold at my garage sale in America. And I don't miss anything. I missed my nuclear-powered microwave oven. That was a 1980 Sharp microwave oven. It was about 30 inches by, took up the whole counter, so I'm going to say 23 inches by 19 inches high. It was a nuclear power plant inside that microwave. I missed that, and it worked fine, and I threw it off the balcony into the dumpster, figuring it was already 33 years old. How much longer could it last? Well, try to get a decent microwave in the Philippines, and that big, and you're going to spend $500 for a piece of shit that won't warm up coffee in less than 3 minutes. So I miss my microwave. I miss all my electrical and plumbing supplies that I basically gave away for free. But he asked intelligent questions. He was one of the few questions I answered yesterday. Okay, so walk, walk, bite you. Walk, walk, bite you. You've been leaving a lot of shit that gets deleted. Why do you bother? Okay. Alan Hutchinson, you're interested in my Patreon account? Well, I left the link. I do believe. Oh, no, 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 no. That's not it. Whoa, whoa! I don't know what happened there. Okay, I left the link for my Patreon somewhere. Okay, there's a button on my home page, little orange button underneath the eagle. You can click that, and you can go down. That's if my rant didn't offend you. I don't know. And if it did, I can't help that because I really don't give a fuck. I didn't mean to offend you, but if it offended you, it's because you, not you per se, but people enjoy my videos. They enjoy even my attitude. They enjoy my channel. They enjoy what they can learn about the Philippines. They smoke $3 a night worth of cigarettes, or $5 a night, or $10 a night worth of cigarettes. They drink $5 or $10 worth of beer a night, but they don't want to give me $3 a month to help me, assist me in my costs. So if you didn't like my rant because I cursed and it offended you, if you're a good Christian or something like that, then fucking so be it, motherfucker, because I don't care anymore. I'm not saying you, but I get so, well, if you didn't curse, I'm a good Christian and you cursed, how can I help you? What the fuck do you watch my videos for if you're such a good Christian and you don't like cursing? You don't want to pay me for the entertainment. This is entertainment for the most part. But you'll pay fucking $30 for you and your old lady to go sit in a movie theater, and you'll pay $6 for a fucking popcorn with fucking fake butter on it, but you won't give me $3. Well, and believe me, there are very few $3 pledges. Very few. I appreciate all of them, the same as I appreciate the much higher pledges. But don't get this fucking wrong. There's at some point people fucking spend money on stupid shit like a movie. It costs you parking to go to a movie, maybe. It costs you gas. It costs $1 a mile to get back and forth to the movie theater. So let's just start off with $10 for the travel time. You risk getting into an accident. Okay. Then you spend $30 for 2 tickets and $6 for a bucket of fucking popcorn that's loaded with salt and artificial fucking butter. And you fucking come bitch that you don't want to give me $3 a month when it just already cost you $50 to go to a movie with your wife. If you buy a soda, you spend $3 for a 12-ounce cup of soda, where for $3 you could buy 3 liters of soda in the store, but you don't want to give me $3 a month for my Patreon account that I provide 1,000 hours of entertainment a year for you. You don't want to do that? And go fuck yourself. Simple. This isn't something that's not like Logic 101 where what I say makes sense. It doesn't make sense to you, and I'm not talking directly to Alan Hutchinson. It doesn't make sense to you people that you spend $10 a night smoking cigarettes. A guy smokes a pack of cigarettes, half a pack of cigarettes while he's watching YouTube. $10. He drinks 5 to 6 beers. $12. $22 a night for cigarettes and alcohol, but you can't kick up anything from my Patreon account. Go fuck yourself. Stop asking questions. Don't tell me you're going to become a member of my Patreon account. I'd rather not hear anything from you. I don't give a fuck. The amount of time I dumped into this service this year alone is thousands of hours and $1,500 in physical costs. And you know how much I got back from that from my Patreon account? About 7%. Between YouTube and Patreon this year, I regrouped in costs for parts and time. 7% of what I gave you, I got back. So how many of you motherfucking cheap cocksuckers out there will give somebody else 1,000 hours of your life and have it cost you money? How many of you people give 2 or 3 hours of your time to a homeless guy in the street by taking his clothes and washing his clothes, using your soap and your water and your this, that, and the other thing, and then giving the guy back some clean clothes? You don't do that. You people are a bunch of selfish motherfuckers for the most part. But you don't know what I do here in the Philippines, what I give, what I don't give, because I don't publish that shit. Okay? I went to a party the other day with 25 guys. Let's just call them guys. Knock-around type of guys. Every fucking one of them want to shake my hand and hug me and kiss me. These are not regular people, by the way. These are street guys. Why? Because I help the community. That's why. They're not, and because they wanted a ball for their children, okay? A simple little thing like a ball for their children. They're bringing their children down the block to introduce me to their children, showing me their children, the faces. I'm not on video, showing me the children and introducing me by name and making them give a high five and saying what day should they come. And I told them what day that everybody should come. I got a box of rubber balls and a bag of balls like this for the kids. And it won't be on video, but these people respect me. Why? Because I've done so much shit for these people. So don't tell me what I do and what I don't do, because I'll tell you to go fuck yourself. You don't know anything about the Philippines. And even when I gave 6 balls total out, gave 1 to the woman whose house the party was at, 1 to the 46-year-old birthday boy, 2 to my best friend here's children, that's 4, and then 1 man who's a member of the Barangay Captain Association, like the 3rd or 4th guy down, and he's been a good friend for a long time, going on 4 years. He asked me for 1 rubber ball. He just had a baby that was born. He wants to give it to the baby, so I gave him 1. And then another man, brought his sister over who was handicapped, and she was just barely able to, make hand movements. I gave her this rubber ball. She stood there like this and played with the ball for an hour. So I gave out 6 balls. The rest, I'm going to give out over another 85 probably. The rest go out the day before Christmas so that I don't have to. And then from now on, for the next 3 months, children are going to be asking me for rubber balls. That's okay. They know it's a one-time thing on Christmas. I give something to the children for Christmas one time. I don't have to go out and buy expensive stuff. These are simple people. And besides that, I'm going to give out, let's say I give out 85, 90 balls by Christmas Eve. Let's say I give them, you'll never see a ball again. Never. You'll never see a ball on the street or any of these balls in the ocean or playing dodgeball. And never going to see it. They take the balls home and they put them in a special safe place because they never had a ball before. So it's not much, but I do other things as well. And nobody, I don't make any videos, so nobody sees what I do. What about the fact that I spent more millions of pesos than any other blogger in the Philippines on different things? More millions and millions of pesos since I got here doing things. Diving, snorkeling, boating, touring, hotels, millions of pesos, not 100,000. I don't come here on vacation and spend 150,000 pesos. I spent a lot this year. I spent more than any other blogger in the Philippines that comes to the Philippines and goes away and talks about their fucking charity ball that they have. I spent a lot more than any of those guys. Anyway, let me go back to the comments because I really don't have time for this. You know, I like to keep my answers short. So Alan Hutchinson is interested in becoming a member of my Patreon account. Thanks very much. Appreciate that. Rudy, Donnie, hope you're feeling better. Joe Bogus, Bosco, Philippines. Access to quality tools, equipment, and services is not good, according to Mr. Fazio. And I describe all of those probabilities and possibilities for you to be fucked in the Philippines unless you bring certain things with you. If you're going to do jobs here, you need to bring your... But I talk to you on Patreon and tell you what's available and what's not available. But, you know, you don't want to fucking pay for the service, then just lurk in the sidelines. I don't give a fuck whether you give money to my Patreon account or not. What I care about is you people asking me a question that might take 10 minutes to answer. Well, can you find me a local hotel? Fuck yeah, I could find you a local hotel. I got a whole fucking Rolodex full of numbers from my hotel. But what are you doing for me that I'm going to research? You know, you pay travel agents for shit like that. And travel agents in the Philippines, they just fuck you. They send you to a hotel, they get a commission, and you're fucked when you get to the hotel. You asked me about a hotel like the Costa Bella Hotel that I did a review on the other day. That's just a piece of shit organization hotel. $129 a night for a view, room with a view. That's what it said online when I booked it. $129 fucking dollars a night for a room with a view, and the view was of a block wall with glass, broken glass bottles on top. And under the, if you look down, you can see a roof with garbage on the roof. I'm talking garbage. I'm not talking about a bottle or a piece of PVC. I'm talking about general garbage just thrown out the fucking window of the hotel over the last year. And $129 a night. Then they charged me $1 a minute to use their cell phone. It was my first day in the Philippines. $2 a minute, they told me, if I call a different island on the cell phone. Or maybe it was a different provider. But it was $1 a minute, $2 a minute. Their fucking internet at the Costa Bella Hotel doesn't let you review other people's hotels. There's a block on any hotels. So you can't go there and say, this place sucks. And it does. You can't go there and look up another hotel. You got to go someplace else to use a Wi-Fi that doesn't have hotels blocked. Then they didn't have kayak service, diving service, jet ski service, beach service, or pool service because it was a typhoon. So $129 a night. Did they give me a receipt? I mean, a discount? Fuck no. I fucking argued with the guy. There's nothing to do here. Your internet doesn't work. Works for 12 minutes. And then it would take 36 hours to load a video. A 2-minute video on their shit fucking Wi-Fi at the Costa Bella Hotel. So I can tell you stuff like this about many hotels. I've stayed in over 50 different establishments here. But will I? Fuck no. Why would I do that for free? Some guy wants to know where should I move in the Philippines? Can I live there for $1,000 a month? Where do you want to live for $1,000 a month? Can you live in $1 million condo? No. Can you live in a shack off the beach about 200 or 300 feet? Maybe. in certain areas. Certain areas, it's not safe to leave your shit in the house. I'll tell you all this stuff, but I'm not doing it anymore. Unless you're a member of my Patreon account or doing something else for me, don't fucking promise that you're going to help me out and then disappear from the comment section. Not fucking interested. And now I'll go back and review the comments because, you know, I like to go through the comments one at a time in a nice congenial fashion. So I'm not, you know, I'm an equal opportunity commenter. And this other fucking asshole, Otto, that feels the need to take up an hour and a half or 2 hours of his life by leaving bullshit comments on my channel. Don't subscribe to this Yahoo. Who the fuck are you, Otto? Exactly who the fuck are you to come on here and tell people who to pay attention to and who not? Some cunt with a channel with no videos, no subscribers, no playlists comes to my channel and they want to be the king of my channel. That's what it boils down to. Well, in real life, who pays attention to Otto? Who gives a fuck what Otto thinks? Who really gives a fuck what Otto thinks? No, seriously. Maybe I'll go down. I'm going to scroll down through the comments. Who the fuck cares what Otto thinks? Or who agrees with Otto? That I want to see even more, because I would like to see who the fuck agrees with Otto, because anybody agrees with this piece of shit who's a professional troll, you got something, you got serious, you got a lot more issues than I do, because I don't have any fucking issues. I know what direction I'm headed in life. I know where I came from, and I know what I'm capable of doing. I don't need people like Otto to get through my fucking life. In fact, people like Otto have worked for me their entire life. People like me who have businesses and licenses and insurance, they own heavy equipment companies, have fucking business licenses, working for the county and sometimes even the fucking state. People like Otto, that piece of shit, comes to my channel and trolling people. They work for people like me, by the way. And why do they work for people like me? Because I got balls, I got integrity, and I have respect in any community I go to as a businessman. They know I have a bad attitude when they hire me. They tell me, you got a really bad fucking attitude, but you do good work, you get the job done on time, and you do it in a professional manner, and you do a good quality job. So people like fucking Otto, this piece of human fecal tissue with arms and legs, coming here in the comment section, did it trigger me? Fuck no, it didn't trigger me. This is how I have fun. This is how I enjoy my day. I don't give a fuck about Otto. Otto could be the guy next door, but he's not. Because if he was, he wouldn't be fucking with me, knowing that I'm not the kind of guy that he thinks I am. Otto is a piece of shit with arms and legs walking around. I just told off Michael Fazio on the computer screen. Hey, fuck you, Otto. Okay, and now back to my congenial self and reading the comments. Congenial, look it up. It's a good word. It describes me perfectly. Congenial personality. That's me. All right, Scott, let's see what we got. Okay, so let's see what we got. We got, all right, Scott's saying hello to everybody. Rudy Gallus, I had a laptop drive go bad and didn't back up my data. After much research, I found 2 programs that will recover the data. Yeah, okay, Rudy, but that was a long time ago. That data's gone. Anyway, I don't really care about that. I got a lot of that stuff backed up. You can't back up Dragon. Once you remove the files from Dragon, don't tell me that it will bring back any file. It won't bring back Dragon. I've been on the phone with Dragon reps about that afterwards. It will not bring back the Dragon files. They're gone. They're gone. So I don't really, it only brings back certain things. You could go back to a previous date too, a previous history date, and that brings back a lot of stuff. But the shit this guy lost, 4,500 pictures, gone. Okay, gone. Pirate Scott says that's piracy, selling 3-year-old tech as new. Changed the name to Long Deep Corruptus. Long Jim Jim Disbrow. He's expecting a high-end system for less than $1,000. My Asus laptop, which has worked pretty damn good. I paid in 2012. I paid, it was under $400. Well, I don't need. I don't. Hey, fuck you, Jim Disbrow. I don't play games. I don't need all that fucking RAM and everything else. I have never played a. I bet you're a computer gamer, right, Jim? Tell me you're a computer gamer, and if you want a game, what size computer you need? Hey, go fuck yourself. I don't play games. In my whole life, computer games, total 100 hours, maybe, on the computer. Couple pinball games in real life for a joke, but in real, I don't play games on the computer. He's expecting a high-end system for less than $1,000. Hey, Jim, let me tell you why I'm telling you to go fuck yourself, Jim Disbrow. Okay. I had a brand new Cobra in front of my house. Do you have a brand new Cobra? And now let's stop the bullshit, Jim. You're a big fucking tough guy. You're a big tough guy coming on here saying I expect a good computer for less than $1,000. You're a big tough guy. So show us your motherfucking Cobra. Show us your motherfucking Ocean Racer, and show us your motherfucking $1 million house on the water. Big shot. Come on, baby. Put the fucking pictures up there. Post the links to your videos. Make me an asshole, Jim. I'm betting you can't do it. Fucking asshole. And then what does Jim do? He sends me $10. I wish I could give it back. These people are fucking with me. They're fucking with me. Thank you, Jim. I see the same picture. I'm going, oh no, look what I just did. I don't have $1,000 to spend on a computer. And I wish that you could take the money back, because after the abuse I just sent to you in your direction, please figure out a way to take it back. I'm okay with that too. I just abused you when you sent me $10. Now I feel bad. I feel bad. Why? Because you take the wind out of my sails. You fucked me, Jim. You fucked me up, and then you fucked me. Nice work, buddy. Anyway, thanks for the super chat. Moving on. Did I mention the fact that Jim Disbrow is a good guy? See, it's all a show. It's all a show. You got to understand, it's all a show. How much can you show? How much interest can you generate? But that was pretty a low blow. I can't afford $1,000. Jim, I used to spend $500 a day for fuel for the boat only, less food, plus engine repairs. So that $10, that is very nice of you, Jim Disbrow. Daisy, come on over here for me. Say thank you to Jim Disbrow, and I mean it. Thank you, Jim Disbrow.
Jim Disbrow.
Disbrow, correct? Say.
Thank you very much, and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Jim. You really fucked me up. You took the wind right out of my sails. That just ain't right. I was just getting on a roll, and here you go. I have to stop. I got to find somebody else to abuse. Jesus Christ. Thank you very much, Jim. Okay, just a show. Remember, it's just a show. Okay. Hey, Mike, remember when you were in New York a few years ago and you filmed yourself filming the bum? Yeah, that was a woman bum outside $10,000 a month apartments. Yeah. Right. Yeah. I'm filming this bum. There's a bum, a lady bum. It's in front of, it's on 5th Avenue and like 47th Street, right near the Philippines consulate. The building has apartments. They start at $10,000 a month. So the woman is living in a cardboard box under some scaffolding, and I'm just filming her. I'm not saying a word. I'm saying this is unfortunate that some people have to live like this. She could have been somebody that was really important one day, and she just lost it all and is living in cardboard boxes. Meanwhile, it's 27 degrees below zero. So she comes out and she starts waving a hand like this, so I back off. And she, you can't fellow me. I'm going to call the police, blah, blah, blah. And I said, I have permission from the owner. Now, I don't know who owns the fucking building. That didn't stop her. She kept coming. I backed up. I went down the block. We were done. That was a cool video. Thanks for remembering the video. Okay, now, Jim Disbrow. Boy, I was on a roll. I could have followed. Damn, Jim. Don't do that shit to me. But thanks again. Seriously, thank you. Yeah, Rudy Gal, be best you wait until your next trip to the U.S. to buy. Yeah, Rudy, yeah, I got you, Rudy. I got you. I hear you. Buffering like hell. Message deleted. Okay, I don't know. Scott the Fire will offer a personal guided tour to 10 of Chicago's areas. Scott Del Fuego. Now, he's a guy to be reckoned with. Now, when he tells you something, he's going to do it. Scott says, I will offer a personal guided tour to 10 Chirac area murder sites of your choice to the first verified $10 a month new level Patreon member. That's quite the offer, Scott. So Scott Del Fuego is offering a personal guided tour to Chicago and to the 10 murder sites of your choice. Now, there are murder sites that incorporate gunshot wounds, stabbing, disembowelments, and dismembering. Scott Del Fuego can bring anybody in the Chicago area or that wants to visit the sites, and he'll provide you, I guess, with the 8x12 glossies like Alice's Restaurant of the victims and the crime scene. So if you become a $10 member of my Patreon account, Scott is offering you a free guided tour of 10 murder sites in Chicago. Oh, to the murder sites of your choice. So maybe 2 or 3 murder sites. Okay. Either way, kid, come on, real. You know, this is behind the scenes shit now. This is real too. This is real, buddy. Thanks, Scott. All right. This Jim Disbrow, LOL. Yeah, you're LOL at me. You're going, look, I made Michael Fazio